wanted to sort of say we're not prosecutors of honest business, nor defenders of crookedness. We are partners of honest business and prosecutors of dishonesty.
XRP is really a utility token at its core in terms of how it's used on the ledger, primarily for gas and account reserves.
With custody, can you then go into payments, tokenization, and other streams? And custody, therefore, is this necessary brick.
Real interest from mainstream financial giants like JP Morgan and Bank of America are actively pursuing tokenization of traditional assets.
What are your thoughts on that, the chances of a U.S. product getting approved, and how do you think that will impact the crypto derivatives market moving forward?
Whether it's going to be approved or not, I think it's a matter of time.
And all crypto transactions combined are a tiny fraction of US dollar transactions. So could it possibly be objectively true that the preferred currency for illicit activity is crypto?
And that's what people don't really realize, is that the amount of wealth that this is going to create is going to blow people's minds right at the portion of the S-curve where we're about to go vertical.
These platforms should be designed from the start to facilitate cross-border payments, which are at present, as we know, expensive, slow, and available to few.
And it seems like cryptocurrencies are just naturally suited to make payments better. And it's specifically, we kind of focused on cross-border international payments, not because domestic payments are great, but because cross-border payments are the worst.
Enjoy the ride, pal.
It's the XRP Army.
If you got some bags, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon o'clock news. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra. Bullishness. Shout out to the latest sub. We got Riley Dotson in the building. Appreciate you stopping by. Stuffing some bags, smashing them likeys. Go ahead. Throw on those moon suits. Throw on those pilot shades. Buckle up, because the future's extra. Bullish. Let's go full speed, full throttle to the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 1.43 trillion, down about 0.6% in the past 24. We got XRP in the number 5 spot, dropping into the low 60s, down about 2% in the past 24. Stellar right around 11.5 cents. BTC 36,413. ETH right around 1944. We got XDC right around a nickel. Flare Networks at a penny. Songbird 0040. Taking a look at the altcoin season index here, we're still bouncing up and down between BTC, Bitcoin season, and altcoin season. We need to be above a 75 for it to be a full-blown altcoin season. Last time was around August of 2022. We got one from Stu Alderati to kick things off. Fact check Gensler's recent remarks. Ripple was sued but never charged with dishonesty. The failed case against it was prejudged, beginning with ethically compromised Bill Hinman. Gensler has prejudged crypto and has followed a suit against others without investigation. We're not the prosecutors of honest businesses nor defenders of crookedness. Gary, you still there?
In his very first speech, I think it was at the National Press Club here in Washington, he said, quote, "The commission will make war without quarter on any who sell securities by fraud or misrepresentation." It's kind of a clear, succinct line of Joe Kennedy. But in his subsequent speech, just 4 months later, up in Boston, he was going home to his hometown. He was talking to a lot of folks in the business community in Boston. Kennedy said in that speech, and it's really a stem whiner if you read the whole speech and get near the end, but he emphasized, quote, "We are not prosecutors of honest business." He was talking to this business community, and he wanted to sort of say, we're not prosecutors of honest business, nor defenders of crookedness. We are partners of honest business and prosecutors of dishonesty. We shall not prejudge, but we will investigate. These words, I think, remain true to this day. I appear here today in front of an audience of course, lawyers. While you serve your clients, you also have a responsibility to the law and to the public.
Gary Gensler has failed the public when it comes to the XRP holders. The only crookedness we see is coming out from the SEC. Got Crypto Law responding and says, yet Gensler has prosecuted honest businesses. Ask the judges who agreed and let the crooked SBF FTX carry out a massive fraud right under the SEC's nose. We got one from Crypto Eddie. Will we see XRP tokenomics change with the coming automated market maker? Exclusive 18 minutes with Ripple DeFi product leader over on Crypto Eddie's YouTube channel.
Will this coming of new DeFi products and particularly the AMM, is it going to change at all the tokenomics of XRP?
I don't think that it will directly. XRP is really a utility token at its core in terms of how it's used on the ledger, primarily for gas and account reserves. So I really don't think it will change the tokenomics, but as we see growth and adoption, I think we'll just see a greater need and greater utility of the token itself.
Looks like you're going to need some more of those. Utility bags. XRP, anybody? We got one from Some Wallet. Reminder, don't miss out on the free KYC verification in Some. KYC boosts your XRPL's profile's credibility while offering secure verification and enabling seamless interactions across the XRP ledger, Some, Zaha, and more. Don't miss out. Get your free KYC in the Some Wallet. We got Metacode. Custody is the enabler. Custody is a necessary brick so that as regulated institutions, you can build on top of it and create a service that clients will appreciate. Keynote session on the importance of custody at Ripple Swell. Institutions are on their way to pump our bags up. Pump our bags up.
But custody is the enabler. With custody, can you then get into value-added services? With custody, can you then go into payments, tokenization, and other streams? And custody, therefore, is this necessary brick, this thing that you have to throw on the table so that then, as a regulated institution, can you build on top of it and create a service that your clients will appreciate?
XRP, the XRP ledger, and a single API. Transform the way you move value seamlessly, faster, cheaper. No more middlemen. We got one from Ingrid. Ripple CTO David Schwartz is delighted on the growing attention at the XRP ledger. UB Connect November 2023. I'm excited to see more focus on the XRP ledger. There's real interest from mainstream financial giants like JP Morgan and Bank of America.
Well, I just want to start by saying personally, it's great to see more attention on the technology behind the XRP ledger rather than just sort of obsession with a token, because XRP is a token, fundamentally a token. You can hold it, you can trade it, you can buy it, a token is not really an interest, technologically, it's not, there's liquidity associated with it and so on, but there's the technology behind a token is not interesting, but the technology behind the layer one. And, the XRP ledger was the first non-Bitcoin layer one, every layer one before the XRP ledger back in 2011, 2012 was just, a Bitcoin clone. And so it's exciting to see more focus on the technology, things like the first DEX. Yeah, you're right that institutional adoption of XRP ledger technologies is growing. I think part of it is just the heritage of the XRP ledger that was built around enterprise and financial applications. Cross-border payments was the product that the XRP ledger was originally built for. What we were looking at back in those very, very early days was how would there be enterprise adoption of, Bitcoin was the only cryptocurrency at the time. What we think is how would there be enterprise adoption of Bitcoin? There would have to be bridges and connections, and there'd have to be, these other technologies. As far as trends and the way it's moving, real world asset tokenization, I think, is something that I'm pretty excited about right now, because that's, that's a real problem, and there's real interest from mainstream financial giants like JP Morgan and Bank of America are actively pursuing tokenization of traditional assets. So I think that's an area to watch, and I think that's an area where the XRP ledger is going to.
XRP, the king of utility, built for payments. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. They can't stop it. TikTok. We got Chad Steinberger. Reminder that they just played this game. Real, fake, real. You only need to know one thing, that the ETFs are coming.
Let's talk about the Bitcoin ETF. Certainly, it's a big topic of conversation in the U.S. What are your thoughts on that, the chances of a U.S. product getting approved, and how do you think that will impact the crypto derivatives market moving forward?
I think with all the headlines that are coming out and all the progress, whether it's going to be approved or not, I think it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time, whether it's sooner or later. And I think it's very positive for the space. It's been the biggest narrative this year. It's been the biggest price driver. It's the evidence from how much dominance Bitcoin has gained this year just on this news. It's great for a couple of things. Firstly, there's going to be a lot more institutional participation, a lot more retail participation as well. And more importantly, for us as derivatives and options traders, I think there's going to be a lot more interest in derivatives in Bitcoin. So, I think it's going to be a very, very big seminal piece when it gets approved. You will see spot volumes going up. You will see players who weren't in the space before joining in as well.
Whatever it is, it's going to need a bridge to the other side. We got Ron Hammond, such a fun panel at the NAB Summit, chatting about the latest on crypto legislation and the SEC in the 2024 elections. We got one from John Deaton says, we must always fight the intentional lies of E. Warren, Senator Sherrod Brown, Brad Sherman when it comes to crypto. They know that the perception becomes reality when they perpetuate the lie. Warren Davidson, cash is king when it comes to illicit finance, not cryptocurrency.
Thank you for the question, Congressman. So when it comes to the Iranian economy does not run on the blockchain. And so that is not the preferred.
Iranian criminals or any other criminals, the US dollar is the reserve currency for a reason. Cash is king when it comes to illicit finance, not cryptocurrency. Is that beyond dispute? I think Chainalysis put out a report that said it was like 0.12% of all the crypto transactions were illicit. And all crypto transactions combined are a tiny fraction of US dollar transactions. So could it possibly be objectively true that the preferred currency for illicit activity is crypto?
Yeah, no. So I think, thank you for the question, Congressman. When it comes to the set of transactions, we said it was 0.24% of the transactions in cryptocurrency can be linked specifically to illicit activity. And yes, that's a very, very small subset of the overall transaction volume in the traditional financial system.
Yeah, and so I just think like it's so many fallacies like that. And, we can't just accept them at face value. Another one, Ms. Jimenez, in your testimony, you used the presence of digital asset-related SARS, suspicious activity reports, as an indication of overwhelming amount of crime in the digital asset ecosystem. In my view, that kind of prejudges it as, guilty until proven innocent. I think the Biden family would want the innocent until proven guilty, given their number of SARs. But according to the Department of Treasury, and I quote, SARs are preliminary and unverified tip and lead information. Quote, given this important context, would it be fair to say that digital asset-related SARs are actually demonstrate U.S.-based exchanges are trying to comply with the BSA framework? It would be evidence that they're trying to comply, correct?
Yes. However, there's also enforcement actions against numerous U.S.-based VASs for failing to file SARs.
Thank you.
Yeah, one from Stellar, unlocking access for 350 million unbanked Africans. Fond Bank turns prepaid SIMs into virtual debit cards on the Stellar network. Built on Stellar. We got one from Chad Steinberger. Excellent interview by Linda P. Jones. You don't need to understand the actual technology, but you need to realize that Ripple is working with governments globally to digitize finance. Does it get any bigger than that?
Yeah, well, Ripple, of course, you would want to look at who is going to be a market leader in the future. Anytime I look at investing in stocks, I want to know who's going to have the number one or number two company in the space. So when the technology for XRP was created, according to David Schwartz, they looked around and they said, this is phenomenal technology. What is the biggest thing, the biggest use case, the biggest utility that this technology could possibly have out of everything? And they said cross-border payments. And that's what they went after. They also, as you know, are helping governments form central bank digital currencies. When you're investing money at the government level, it doesn't get any bigger than that. It's trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. And that is the most exciting investment opportunity and largest investment opportunity that you can usually think of too, is at the government level. Matthew Lemorel says we are moving from having digitized communications back in the 90s to digitizing commerce and currency. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're digitizing commerce and currency right now. And that is a bigger opportunity. That is a bigger opportunity than the internet was. And that's what people don't really realize, is that the amount of wealth that this is going to create is going to blow people's minds now. And that is a bigger opportunity. That is a bigger opportunity than the internet was. And that's what people don't really realize, is that the amount of wealth that this is going to create is going to blow people's minds. And according to Matthew, when you look at the S curve for innovation, we are right at the portion of the S curve where we're about to go vertical. And so 2024 is going to be a very important year for blockchain and for cryptocurrencies and for fintech, as well as AI and some other technologies. But these are the things that we want to look at when we consider investing. And all of those things Ripple has and does very well.
First, we had the Internet of Information. Now welcome to the Internet of Value. It won't take as long as the internet did to realize the full potential of XRP, the XRP ledger, distributed ledger technologies, XRP. Just a small piece of the prize from cross-border payments gets us to double, triple digits, and that's just one use case. We got one from Christina Georgieva. The future of finance is digital and the time to act is now.
This is not the time to turn back. The public sector should keep preparing to deploy CBDCs and related payment platforms in the future. These platforms should be designed from the start to facilitate cross-border payments, including with CBDCs. We can learn from you, entrepreneurs, business leaders, investors, and brave policy makers. We are so impressed by your bravery to be the sailors in these open waters. Waves and winds are your inspiration.
The waves of liquidity are coming to a wallet near you. We also got CBDCs to facilitate cross-border payments, which remains expensive, slow, and inaccessible. Countries don't get stuck on the wrong side of the digital divide.
CBDCs can replace cash, which is costly to distribute, especially in island economies. They can offer resilience in most advanced economies, and they can improve financial inclusion where few hold bank accounts. To the extent CBDCs are deployed, they must be built to facilitate cross-border payments, which are at present, as we know, expensive, slow, and available to few. Efficient cross-border payments allow for capital to get quickly to where it is needed. Small businesses can grow beyond borders. Households can receive needed funds from abroad.
She also says the success of CBDCs will hinge on policy decisions, how the private sectors respond, and how technology evolves. We got cryptos TA at this point. XRP almost certainly revisit 57 cents to retest the weekly 21 MA. This will be the most important moment. Also from cryptos TA, XRP bounced from the daily EMA 50. We got one from Ali Charts. Ripple, despite XRP's 18% price drop over the past 10 days, there's a notable uptick in wealth transactions and their holdings. This growing interest from major players could be the precursor to an XRP price rebound. And we got one from Egg-Rack Crypto, Macro Go-Go. On the macro level, the Go-Go level is still our portal to hit the preset targets at 5, 7, 10, 13, 15, 17, 22. $27. Check the 17th of May 2023 for better clarity. Know what you hold, know what's coming, and know why they wanted you out, because payments are a multi-trillion.
Payments are a multi-trillion-dollar problem. And it seems like cryptocurrencies are just naturally suited to make payments better. And it's specifically, we kind of focused on cross-border international payments, not because domestic payments are great, but because cross-border payments are the worst. Like anyone who's made an international payment probably has stories of bad experiences. And so the worse the thing you start with, the less amazing you have to be better. And I think we can eventually be amazing and sort of take over the payments world, but we're not going to be there day one. And so if we can't succeed against the worst part of the problem, why are we bothering? And so that was kind of the very earliest focus. And I think that kind of matured between 2011 and 2014, this kind of focus of like, we really need to solve payments. And if you think about any other use case, you think about an NFT. Well, I want to buy it and I want to sell it. Think about a loan. Well, I want to pay the loan back. And I want to get paid like the amount of money I borrowed. Like all of these other use cases need great payments. And so we just sort of laser focused in on payments.
XRP, the king of utility, built for payments, moving quadrillions, unlocking trillions, saving billions. You know what's coming. The best is still yet to come. Crawl, walk. Then we rock it. With that being said, Batman and Bag ladies, if you hold any bearable bull NFTs, make sure to hit Jeb's Taco Stand over on xrp.com and get your free mint. We got on XRP, Jeb's Taco Stand Collection is now minting on the XRP ledger. Any holders of these projects down below here get a free mint. Hit the link down below while supplies last. Where will you be when the rise of XRP and the fall of Bitcoin and the regulation jar of molasses finally breaks open and XRP's true price is finally revealed? Later glitches. I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander, currently up here on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing them likeys for some more Moon O'Clock news. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish. Continue holding those good vibes. Remember to sell the FUD, buy up those bags. Don't forget to spread that liquid love. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a subscribe, drop a comment down below. All the OG diamond hands out there, drop a comment down below, drop an elbow on that like button from the top ropes. We'll catch you up here. A mothership 589 for the moon party. BYOB, bring your own bags, be your own bank. Peace out, crypto ghosts. Later glitches.